Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We got to talk about this one, man. Brian McKnight, legend, guy from the days. I mean, like and subscribe to. I appreciate Brian McKnight music. He did a lot, but he going through some shit right now with his kids. And if you had kids, especially adult kids, like I have at this point, you understand some of the stuff he's saying. But let's get to it because he got a unique story to tell. Let's get to it.
The plan that I had for them, since they weren't going to go to college, that they wanted to be in music. I'm on tour. I'm on several world tours at this point. She agreed to let them come back. She continued to get her money. And I took them all over the world with me because I said, listen, you didn't grow up like me. I grew up singing in front of people. You know, every day I have about 20 kids in my house, just on the floor. There's weed. In the midst of all of this, I got these jokers in my house who will show up, come in and not even speak to me. Like, hell, Miss McKnight, you know, thank you for having us, or anything like that. It's like, it's crazy, the things that are going on. Both of their girlfriends are living at the house, along with all these other people who just, you know, sleeping on the floor, sleeping, you know.
So they living like rock stars.
Oh, yeah, completely. Because when I'm gone, my cars are there, my bikes are there, everything, you know.
Because you're on tour.
I got to lock everything down. I got to remember, because but they all have their own cars. That's the other thing. You know, we'll get into that in a minute, but things just started getting out of control. We did a tour where it's my brother from Take Six, my two boys, and myself. It's sort of like a McKnight. We're going to, you know, the next phase of what we're doing. We got 4 shows left. We come home, and the two boys say, you know, we miss our girlfriends. We ain't going back. We're done. We're done here.
No.
So he got what you would call, in a lot of places, privileged kids. And these kids are kids that don't believe that they should be making their own money or they should be hustling for their own money. So he's already took care of them and been dad and made them, you know, happy children. They don't look at it like it's time to go out and get it on my own. I got to hustle. I got to grind. I got to get it. They're not going to see the same thing because dad has already been taking care of them. So it's kind of crazy, but it could happen. You know what I'm saying? He's a rich guy, and he's been traveling the world for a long time, so your kids can get him, you know, convoluted. If you're not there to teach them and train them in the understanding the work ethic that they got to have, you know, then this is what they could turn into. Because, you know, he's been rich. He's makes R&B music, so he's like not having to be gangster and tough. He can travel all around the country and make music and weddings and everything for the rest of his life. But passing the torch to his kids, he can't sing for them and they can't sing for him. So they have to do their own work. You know, even if you want to get money from music, you got to do the work. You know, he could get you in the industry or get you around the people, but you have to do the work. Don't seem like they interested in that at all. So let's get back to it.
No.
The promoters, everything's like, what's happening? What's going on?
Yeah.
Like, I got to go do the rest of these shows by myself. On or about 2015, the oldest son has children of his own. Now, when he had the first one,
More than one.
when he had the first one, the woman he had the children with went on, I think, welfare or something. Now, what I didn't know is when you get that assistance that you're accruing as the father,
Yeah.
you guys pay us back.
They're gonna come back and
They're
get
gonna come back and get it.
Yeah.
His last address after I had moved them out of my house because I couldn't take the weed smoke and all that. But I told him, listen, here's an apartment. It's brand new. I'm gonna pay for it for a year while y'all get yourselves together. You are now 25 and 22.
So that again is what you call entitlement. Who the hell finna pay your rent for a whole damn year? If anybody does that to you, that's stunning your growth. That's stopping you from going out and hustling. Whatever you got to do. A lot of times you got to do all kind of shit. Obviously, you ain't gonna do nothing to hurt yourself or disrespect yourself. But you got to get up off your booty and go get the money. And if you don't think so, then you gonna probably not have too much of shit. So I think that's where he was messed up. He messed up right there. Because now you got the kids saying, I was going to get my shit together, but then you stop paying, you stop helping. And it's like, I didn't have to help your ass at all, but that ain't how they see life. They see life as daddy gives us a boost. So it's not like, hey, start your own clothing line. Hey, you know what? Start your own record label. Hey, you know what? Start your own blah, 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 blah. Anything in music. Start your own traveling company, a transportation service, nothing. They just want what you got. Because 22 and 25, you already know your dreams. You know your hustles. You know what you're interested in at that age. Maybe you can't make it happen, but if your dad, Brian McKnight, a lot of shit you can make happen.
24 and 21.
So you were still trying to help them to become the men that they were supposed to be.
Right.
Even though they were fully grown adult.
I'm going to pay for everything, but get your life together. Figure out what you're going to do. Mm-hmm. You have this much time. A year passes. They still haven't done it. I said, okay, I'll do another year. The plan that I had for them, since they weren't going to go to college, that they wanted to be in music.
And that's a good parent. But he said right there they didn't want to go to college. Well, you should set yourself up with a degree in something that you're interested in. See, a lot of times when you got a lot of shit handed to you, your interest is not going to be heavy. You got to have something that drives you. You know, I did music. I did movies. I made sure that something woke me up every single day. The same thing that wake me up to this day. Now you can look at podcasting and talking to the people and having a fan base and all that. That wasn't added to it, but yeah, that makes it even better because there's people who communicate to me directly, and we can have our own little world versus me having to just look at Channel 5 or Channel this or this YouTube thing. So his kids don't really have that drive and ambition. But it really does come back to the parent a lot because you have to drive this in them. And if you're on tour all year round, 75 dates a year, 300 dates a year, whatever, well, in 3 years you got 300 dates, that's hard for the kid to get a real rhythm with you or a real conversation from you if you gone. And that's the way you make money. There's nothing you can do. The lifestyle that they are getting is from your time that you spent away from them. But how is the kid going to manage that idea? How is the kid going to look at that and say, look what we learned from Dad. Hey, we was with Dad Friday. Even if you're taking them on a tour with you, they are not going to have the same passion for it because they only want to do it because they see the life that you're providing. It's better to figure out what their particular passions are and then go for those. And when they crash and burn or work out, you'll have another leveraging point. But parenting is just it's not conversations like we're having right now. It's a lot of touch and go. It's a lot of trial and error, and things don't always work out as what you would think it would. But the kids got a chance. They still young enough to go to. I mean, he was saying 20, 20, 21 at that time, 24 and 21 at that time. So maybe they way older now, but they still had chances to still go to school or try to find themselves. Age is not what you really make it out to be. Like you running out of time. If you're in your 20s and 30s, you're not running out of time. You just don't have that thing that you like to do that make you up in the morning. And so for everybody that's out there listening, just try to find that thing that wake you up, that make you want to get up and go. And then for people who you helping or managing your kids, try to talk to them over time, not overnight, because they're not going to be able to tell you right away sometimes. But figure out that thing that they're interested in and then move in that direction. Obviously, they're going to switch gears and change here and change there. Just rock with them because then they're going to land at what they love and then they won't be having the same problems that his kids having right now. So that's it on this mode. I'll hit y'all up with a new one. And we got more videos on the way. Thanks for watching.